Hi guys, Blake here this morning, Lilley's Landing Resort in Marina. Beautiful upper Lake Taneycomo. It is Tuesday, the 12th of December. I'm going to do the one cast for you today. Boated up here just below the boat ramp, right over there, up here by the dam. I have something I've been wanting to do for like 2 weeks now that I had rigged up. This is a 639, that color we call Violator. About 2 foot a leader, 4-pound line, size 12 barrel, size 12 snap with an 1/8 ounce weight. And looks like this rod's got 4 pound on the base. Of course you could go heavier than that for your baseline if you wanted to. And yeah, we're gonna drag some jerk baits. They're running 3 units, and they're supposed to run the 3 units all the way to like 2 o'clock today. And then they're going to turn it to 25 megawatts for 2 hours, and then right back to the 3 units. So it has gotten colder, and they predict that they'll probably start generating a little more water. This is one of my favorite stretches to do the jerk baits in, this chute that goes down through Trophy Run. I've been running this water long enough this morning that it should be pretty clear, shouldn't pick up too much trash. So I've got 2 of these rigged up, 2 different colors on the jerk baits, and then I've got 1 rod with egg and scud just in case the jerk bait's not working or we lose both of them. I don't have very many fishing reports. John Johnson's in town. He's got his friends here with him, and he said the bite was pretty good yesterday. I think they drug eggs and scuds when the water was running, and they fished some midges when the water was not running. So, alright, I'm going to say no fish on the first cast. This is kind of like the prime spot, so I just want to make sure that we haven't picked up any moss. I don't feel any. I just want to make sure. Yep, we are clean. Get that back out there. And it's been a while since I had the opportunity to drag jerk baits, so this water here is definitely preferable at 2.5, 3, 4 units. Much slower than 2, and it usually doesn't work that great. That's pretty surprising. I usually hook a fish through that chute when I do this, so they may not be fully on the jerk baits today, but we'll keep going for a little bit longer. When you're dragging these, you really want to keep the line straight out in front of you. You don't want it going from too far left or too far right. Oh. And you can kind of tell when it gets moss on it. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm mossed up right now. You'll stop feeling that real sharp ticking of the jerkbait moving around. It'll just kind of feel like dead weight. I'm pretty sure that's what we got here. Yep, just enough to mess it up. Also, you don't have to blast it out there country mile. You can just toss it a good 20 yards or so. Sometimes closer is better. This is definitely a method to try, though, when you're out here. If they're running some heavy water. Just like anything else, it's really good days and not so great days, but something I go to for sure and try. A little bit more junk down here than there was above. The only problem with this method is if there's too much junk, it's kind of obsolete. Oh, that was a fish. Oh. Darn it. And that was a snag. I think we got lucky. Yep. We did. And it could be that the fish in this spot aren't eating it, but I could go down by the golf course and they might be tearing it up there. So. I think we've already picked up junk again. We're getting to that point. Might have to switch over to the scud egg. So my scud and egg, I've got a size 14 peppy on the bottom. That is a trout bead there with a dropper hook about 1.5 inches below. Got 3/16 ounce worth of weight here. Three-sixteenths is usually what I use for the 3 units of water. Holds pretty true most of the time. I always like to go just a little light on the weight and then use my trolling motor to make up the difference. It's much better than having too much weight. There's just that annoying amount of moss in the water. It's not quite enough to glob everything, but it's just enough to make it where the fish don't want it. Looks like I'm getting sucked into this eddy over here. Curl out into the current. There's a fish. Doesn't feel very big, but I'll take it. Looks like a brown. Or a really dark rainbow, one of the two. Trying to figure out if he ate the egg or the scud. Looks like he ate the egg. Oh, it's a really dark rainbow, and he did eat the trout bead. I don't know if we're going to miss that tree or not. Oh yeah, get it all tangled up for me, bud. Oh, that's worse. That's way worse. He's got this so wrapped around his body. It is not funny. Alright. Hey, calm down there. There we go. Really dark. I don't know what's so satisfying about catching them on a trout bead, but I just love it. Alright, that made my hand cold. Oh. Yeah, we're starting to get sucked into Andy Williams' eddy here. I'll kick back out in the current for a second. If I can keep my boat in the current, but cast into the eddy water, that's usually pretty good to drag. passing Andy Williams' house now. I'm gonna reel this in and check for moss. Pretty good there. It's usually about this time of the day that I would probably switch over to a double scud rig. Sometimes that egg kind of can turn them away once the sun's up nice and bright. Sometimes. Well, it's looking like it might be a one fish kind of day. I'm still picking up moss down here with my scud, so I know my jerkbait's not going to do good right now. Oh. Oh, that was a fish. Well, I reckon we're going to call it there today. A little bit slower than I wanted, but I thank you guys for watching. Like and share us on Facebook. We'll get back out and do it again tomorrow.